The Weekend Bang, brought to you by NerdReactor.com, is here serving up a nice platter of video games for you. I am Sir Aaron Carter. Let's get the formalities out of the way. You can tell all your friends to go and give us some shout-outs and some feedback at Twitter at Video Game Bang. Then head over to our Facebook page /Video Game Bang Bang, because we want to hear from you all the time. On today's episode, Cory, Jada, and the real David Webb join me as we discuss what's coming out in the month of October and November that's going to keep you nice and warm over the holiday seasons. After we give you a huge list of games to pick up during the holiday seasons, head back over to nerdreactor.com so you can download some of the old episodes. We had Ashley Birch on the show. We had Freddie Wong on the show. A lot of good stuff to listen to in the past and a lot of good stuff to listen to coming up in the future. I think I hit all the bullet points, right? Yeah? You happy? I'm happy. All right. Let's hit this play button on this week's episode of The Weekend Bang.
Video Game Bang.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang.
Video Game Bang.
Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Cory Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job, he can play it right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
The Weekend Bang is here, everybody. Brought to you by NerdReactor.com. What are you reacting to? I am Sir Aaron Carter.
You are no nonsense.
No nonsense. This is no nonsense show.
Usually you are nonchalant, you're a little more conversational, but this time it's just get right down to brass tacks.
That's because there is a lot of brass tacks to get down to today.
Okay.
It's a night episode again, everybody. This is like the edgy night show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like your...
Aaron, I've had erectile dysfunction.
Okay, that's terrible. No.
That's not what we talk about?
That's definitely not what we're talking about this. You heard his voice, everybody. He's here, as always, because this is his house, basically.
Yeah!
Cory Vincent, everybody.
What is up, my pizzas? All right, so Video Game Bang is brought to you by Nerd...
Wow.
Sorry, Autopilot.
Wow.
Autopilot.
Cross from him is on the show tonight. Switch systems. I thought you were on your DS right there.
Nope.
Jada, everybody.
Every time you look down and look back up at Jada, there's like a new device or
New
electronic.
something, right?
Magic. It's a magic power I have.
Is that a shake weight?
Just teleport.
Where'd you get that from?
San Francisco.
Oh, that's not a shake weight.
Second time on the show?
Second time? No, first.
First? No?
No,
he's been on the
first.
show.
Second time?
Third.
It's
Third time on the
yeah.
show?
Second.
First time?
Because we did.
First time in the studio, right?
The second time in the studio.
Okay,
'Cause
second
PSP.
time. The
Yes.
PSP.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that
Yep.
episode.
Yeah.
Did-
David Ing, everybody.
No.
David Webb, the real David Webb,
It's
everybody.
cracking, everyone.
He is here to give his specialty. His first thing you did with us was what, the iPhone?
The iPhone.
Seems like a
That was a
decade
long
ago, right?
time ago.
We
No,
just
a year
recently celebrated our year anniversary with Nerd Reactor, right?
Yes, it is our officially as of today, actually. So you'll be listening to this
That's
on a
a Friday.
Monday if you're
Yeah.
like hip on the VGB. But this is Saturday, the 25th, and it said a year ago via this wonderful app. If you guys aren't using Time Hop,
Time Hop. Yeah, I saw you and your wife both using this. One for a true fact, year anniversary. The other one for a fake one. You're an attractive guy. And
Wow.
that was the weirdest thing to
I
me.
can't help that someone in this world loves me.
A little bit. So what is this time app? I don't understand it. Like,
All
I
right,
saw it,
so
but I don't understand.
It's very simple. You download this thing, you
Okay.
log into it, you give it your Facebook credentials, your Twitter, and your Instagram.
So all my social,
Yes.
All your
everything
personal
that-
information.
yeah.
Okay.
Social
Anything it
security number, credit
Good
card
Lord.
information, all that stuff. Just
Gonna
the
enroll you
basics,
in the military.
right?
A blood sample, really giving everything.
Yeah, your mother's maiden name.
Okay.
And then it'll update you daily on what you said a year ago exactly, 2 years ago, up to like 5 years, I think.
Holy crap.
So it's a lot of information. You get to see how dumb you were like back in the past.
That's crazy.
And
And
what-
so it's really accurate? Are
yeah,
you just going and looking
perfectly.
back?
Yeah, it just goes back, and like one of them was like, I posted a public service announcement to everyone saying, "Hey, Farmville, should I delete it or not?" And I'm kind of conflicted. And then, like, sure enough, like 2 days later, I said, "Thanks everybody for your feedback. I'm deleting Farmville."
And so, a year to that date, you deleted Farmville. Wow.
So you get to celebrate little anniversaries all the time. It just so happened that the one today was our first episode on Nerd Reactor, which, looking back, was a hell of a show.
We had John Spartan.
We had John Spartan.
We
yeah,
had,
but who cares?
Nika Harper.
On there.
Nika
right?
Harper.
And didn't we have Janice?
Janice and Raph Van Lee Ropp.
Really, on the first
It was
episode?
a 2-hour episode we did.
That's crazy, man.
And look where we are a year later. We got real fucking David Webb and
Wow.
Jada.
Sit out, the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, I know.
But you're still with us, viewer, listener, whatever we call you people out there.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, right?
We just care about you guys.
If you haven't heard the previous show, we had the illustrious Ashley Birch on the show. And
you know,
what a trooper. She was...
I think I'm in love with her.
Wow, really?
I mean...
Don't tell your wife that.
She doesn't listen to the show, so
okay.
it doesn't matter. But, I mean, man, she won me over completely. Like, I was a fan before, but now I'm a fan addict.
You know, we can tell that.
Did I
We
say
can kind
that?
of tell that
Okay.
Cory's heartstrings were being pulled the whole time she was there, because he was tripping over his words more than normal.
You very much were a drooling fan, as if you were
Yes.
at Comic-Con and she was
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and she was, you know...
And you know the thing is, by the end of the show, I'm sure she hated me because of...
Probably.
Bitch, you guessed it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She probably... Yeah, she blocked calls from you.
Yeah.
She made sure there's no way that you're gonna. But I guess you can put this in your time capsule app and
Be reminded 1 year
Yeah.
when you've heard nothing back from her.
Call
Bury
me.
it from 1 year.
exactly. You know what I've been up to lately? I've been catching up on shows.
Oh, wow.
Arrow, Flash,
I just did that too.
and I don't understand how I'm gonna leave the house anymore. Like, it's ridiculous.
Brought to you by Netflix, everyone.
Yes, yes. I actually was at a friend's house and they were watching Law and Order. It's in the 15th season.
Jesus.
Crazy, right? And so I told them, I said, "Oh, I've seen. You know, I'm already on the 15th season as well." They're like, "You watched everything?" I said, "Yeah, from season 1 to now." And they were like, "You watched all 15 seasons?" I was like, "It's on Netflix." Yeah, I watched it all. And then I kind of just stepped back and was like, "Good Lord, I just wasted."
Yeah, that's a lot of
much
hours
time
of content.
just watching all this rape and this
That's all it is.
Yeah, that's
Every
all
episode.
it is. Every episode, there's at least 1 or 2 rapes.
Well, now you can just be like, hey, I bet you it's that guy.
Well, no,
Bet
see,
you $10 is that one right
almost
there.
almost you can. And then
Yeah.
what's crazy is you start to not think like a cop, but you start looking at, so like if somebody is over sexual or something like that with you, and you're like, did you have a rough childhood? Like, did mommy touch you?
Come sit on the couch.
You
Let's
know?
talk about this.
Because I've seen episode 37 like 4 times, and this is the exact same case.
Oh.
So it's like it's weird though. But but back to the other ones, because you know what we missed on the show, we didn't do even a show on, was the New York Comic-Con, which was huge.
Well, when we talked to
apparently.
Mr. Freddie Wong, he was at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, and we just kind of glazed over it. I don't know why we missed it or whatever, because I mean,
it's in New York.
it's the same. It's about the same size as the San Diego one.
But it's in New York. It's so
Oh, so-
far away. It's like
yeah.
3 hours in a different time period.
It's not in a different realm or anything like that.
Pretty much, it's in a
Jeez.
realm where everything is 3 hours beyond where I'm at now.
They dropped some
It's in the future.
decent sized news, of course. You saw we talked about the Avengers trailer.
Yeah.
Which actually I went back.
That wasn't launched there, though.
No, it wasn't launched there, but they were talking about the Avengers and everything.
Yeah, well,
like
we
that.
talk about the Avengers every day.
Do we?
I do, personally.
Oh wow!
To
You just-
himself.
Whether it's to myself
To himself on his time
in
hop.
the mirror. You
Yeah.
just look,
1 year
Avengers,
ago, I was talking about
Avengers.
the Avengers.
I'm
So-
trying to say, let's stay alive, Corey. Stay alive to watch this next Avengers movie. Just don't die before the new Avengers movie.
One of the things that you shouldn't die before it happens, because one of the things that they showed in there was a quick glimpse of a character who looked like Ulysses Claw. And
I've heard 2 theories.
Okay,
Okay, Ultron's made out of adamantium, right?
he
Or vibranium, sorry,
Okay, yeah,
vibranium. he has vibranium in his...
he makes a chassis out of that.
So Claw would be where they would... The source of
He
the
would probably
vibranium.
go and search out Claw to get that.
The other theory I heard, and I don't actually know the lore behind why it would be, but people are thinking it could be MODOK too.
Nah, I wouldn't
No.
want that to be MODOK. I can understand where they're going, but this clearly is Claw. This clearly needs to be the lead-in for Black Panther movie and all the best black actors in Hollywood right now to be the council.
Sorry, I ruined your Black Panther movie.
Yes, because it's there's no other. They said a lot of this, the movie was filmed in Africa, South Africa.
Wow, all right.
What other place besides Ebola can you get something that that exciting for around the world?
Wow,
Very topical.
It's very, yeah. We like
It's a hot button show right now,
we
guys.
like to keep it topical on.
It's still at the point where more Americans have been married to Kim Kardashian than have
which is crazy.
died of Ebola.
Which is crazy, right?
So if you're listening to this show and everybody in this room, the odds of you marrying Kim Kardashian are better at this point than dying of Ebola.
Yeah. So go out there and be somebody. That's what I said.
And to be honest, I don't know which one is worse. I mean,
I'd marry Kim.
You would?
Yeah, it's free cash.
I
Let's
think
just say for the money.
Yeah, it's
and because Aaron is black, his odds of
Are
marrying
even-
Kim Kardashian
they've
are
tripled.
like triple
Yeah,
hours.
Exactly.
Wow.
I just need to become a rapper or a professional athlete, and then I'm
podcaster.
just like in there.
Kim
I know, right?
Kardashian.
You just keep dropping down the list. Professional athlete, rapper, podcaster. That's how it goes.
There might be a few in between.
Yeah.
Maybe Nick Cannon.
Wow. He isn't with Mariah anymore. That is true.
Yeah, see?
He might be onto something there.
Topical.
But we are about the video games here at the Video Game Bang. Apparently I have a Latin accent now. And I've been in a little conundrum because the last, 4 shows I've said all I played is Smite.
Yeah.
And then I went to our local video game store, the Gamers Funk Lab today.
We love that place, man.
And as gamers usually do, kind of like gang members ask, hey, what's that you from? They always say, hey, what games are you playing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They always want to approach you with that. And I'm like, Smite? That's it? And they're, I've never heard of it. I'm on Destiny right now. And so they go into this long conversation about all the big console games that they're playing right now. Because apparently PC gamers are just, we're still the yeah.
PC gamers are at home playing on their PCs.
They rule,
Yeah.
they rule their own kingdoms at their house and the internet. But if you actually go outside to a park and talk to humans, mainly they're going to be console players.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I became a PC player, is to lead them into the world.
Yeah, how's that going
Oh, really?
for you?
It's a process, sir. Do you think Dr. Martin Luther King did it in overnight?
Wow.
I'm not trying to compare myself to MLK, but
Yeah, I
But
think
you
you
are.
just
yeah,
did.
but I just did. So get ready for that screenshot whenever I put the picture together.
Goodness.
Aaron Carter the King. Here it
That's
is.
the one thing about podcasting. People don't know the work that goes into a podcast. It's not just setting up microphones. I mean, creating those images that you guys see, that's time consuming.
That is very time consuming.
I
Yeah.
spend more time on some of those pictures than I do this show.
Trying to find, and then especially with the ones when I try to carve out faces.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
did the first one that I was like, man, this is really time consuming. Is when we did the first episode that you weren't there, and did the Cory is missing cover.
When I wasn't there, I secretly hoped. I was like, see, I'm going to miss an episode and they're going to miss me on the things I do. And sure enough, when I saw that image, I was like, they need me.
Wow. Wow. I was like, it's such a good, Mario's missing type of thing.
It was
so
good,
let's
though.
put it on there.
That was a damn good one.
But it was so hard to make that stupid thing. The racing and zooming in. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, and yeah.
Upcoming games, though. Today is October. We're recording this October 26th? 25th. So we're still in the month October. So I put a couple of October games in here just so, you don't have to.
But all the sweet stuff is coming in November.
And then they had a small list of December stuff, which I was like, November is the gear up towards Christmas. So
November's always the big month.
So this is the Weekend Bangs tell you, and we react to what's coming out for the rest of the year, or at least the next 2 months.
All right.
Cory, I know you're all the way at the top. That's next year. We might get to that in the second half.
So you put the notes together backwards.
Basically, yes.
All right, that's fine.
Yes. Number 1, October 28th for the 3DS. If you're a big fan of Disney and anime-ish, I guess, Big Hero 6 is coming out. That's, of course, the tale about 6 obese superheroes that try to fight and save future San Francisco.
Is it really?
No, it's not at all. That's terrible.
You had my interest for a minute.
It's terrible.
Finally, a character I could relate to.
Have you not seen that trailer for the Big Hero 6? Little boy with the robot superhero superhero.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna go see that movie.
Are you going to see that
Yeah,
movie?
I'm gonna see that movie.
Do you know anything about the whole series?
0.
Okay, because I could have swore it was based off of something old, and this is like a re-updated version or something.
It's probably a safe assumption because that's a pretty popular thing to do nowadays.
Yeah, and Hollywood has no new ideas. That's the problem. That's what that
not.
is. We're not going to get into detail about all these because there are a ton of games coming out. But you got Legend of Korra, The New Era Begins, October 28th as well for the 3DS. Lord of the Fallen, which is an Xbox One, PS4, and PC game also on the 28th. If you haven't had your basketball fix, NBA Live 15 is supposed to drop.
Why do they keep trying?
Well,
Because somebody's got to make money at EA, right?
Is it going to be free?
No. You know that's going to be.
the only thing I can say that Live may have a chance is if 2K servers keep screwing up, just because I keep hearing 2K servers issues are still just as bad. If Live comes through, even if the game is slightly worse,
Then,
most likely going to be much worse. But if the servers work and people can play it,
then
they're going to take a less polished game for something they can actually play, though.
Yeah, I mean, I like online and sports and some sports games, but for like, I've never had a pleasant experience with a basketball game online. It's such a fast-paced, precision game to me.
Yes.
That I mean, I think FIFA does a really good job of their online servers.
FIFA can be very well or very poor, I think.
But in 2K, I don't know. I've played NBA Live, on 360 days, and then 2K in the more recent days, and they're always choppy. I've never had a perfect online game, and so I've always just stuck to the either local or
the
single
career
player.
mode.
The career
type thing.
modes.
Yeah,
Yep.
career modes are the best in sports games. I
I
love
love
that
career mode. It's like an RPG sports game.
Wow, sports game. Speaking of sports, just real quick, if you watched sports today, which you probably all didn't, the Clasico happened. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Huge game. You may be tired or bored of that, but that's literally both teams they said were the most expensive teams on the planet on that field right now. So there was more money there than probably a small country in Africa.
Or Africa.
Or Africa itself, yeah. Or Africa itself. Going down, one that I'm excited for, Power Rangers Super Mega Force for the 3DS.
Yes. Woo!
This is all on the 28th, mind you, all these games. SingStar for the PS4. Anybody play
Really?
SingStar? Yeah.
I didn't even... that one
That's
completely
SingStar.
under my radar.
Sunset Overdrive, everybody, for
I am
the
used for
Xbox
that.
One.
I think I talked to Aaron about this one at E3. E3, and I think Aaron's the one that brought me onto this, and then I started thinking about it in the same way. It's
Okay.
like, it felt like when we were at E3, we were playing like a co-op MMO or RPG.
Okay.
Like,
Yes,
when
yes,
when
yes.
we were
Everything's
walking-
I
an
remember.
RPG.
No, yeah, I remember talking to you about this. Yes.
Yeah, we'd like we'd overhear conversations, and that'd be like, oh, that's our next mission.
Yeah.
And it seemed like all of the NPCs, I mean, other journalists there,
I know, right? Yeah.
were talking about Sunset Overdrive. Every time I overheard two other people talking, I was like, wow, we should go check out that Sunset Overdrive
Like it was
game
scripted. Yeah.
in the Xbox section. You'd walk a couple feet. The Xbox Live section has Sunset Overdrive. You can go play it now.
I literally
This
went up to
conversation is
the.
brought to you by Microsoft
Yeah.
Live.
I literally went up to the same person twice, and he said the exact same thing. He's like, have you checked out Sunset Overdrive?
Did you
Come
start
back up
glitching?
to- Yeah.
Have you checked out? Check.
I was like, all right,
Checked
I'm gonna
out.
go. Did you get to play it though?
No.
Yeah,
The
'cause
line was
I got to play it.
I didn't play it.
I played.
What did you think?
I love Sunset Overdrive. I can't wait for it. It's done by Insomniac Games, so Ratchet and Clank
Mm-hmm.
makers. So it's got that over-the-top zany weapons, just crazy. I mean, teddy bears with TNT attached to them. What's not to love? But they have the open world 8-player co-op, and then there's also the 8 versus 8 multiplayer versus, where you start off. I can't remember if you started off in a versus where you're fighting against each other, and then you have like a tower defense afterwards where you have to set up traps and you have to defend against the OD, the overdose.
I think
enemies or whatnot.
the open world 8-player thing was the only thing that kind of caught my attention.
You know, I think this is a trend. I mean, okay, in the beginning of video games, it was one player,
Going to
right?
Genesis, okay.
And then
No.
Did it
No.
always start
In the
with
beginning
two?
was
No, we've always had 2 players.
Okay, we started with 2, and then 2 was the thing. Yeah, because because
it's
every
a
console
game.
had the 2 ports, right? And
Oh, you're talking
then-
about starting from consoles?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I
talking
was
about
going back to
consoles.
Pong.
Okay, no, well, still, but,
Yeah, 2
video
players,
games always
yes.
meant to be like a shared experience.
Exactly.
And, there was the 2 ports on the Nintendo, and the 2 ports, And then they started putting 4 ports. You remember that?
Sega Genesis had a 4-port
Attachment.
I had the little
yeah.
adapter for the PlayStation. For the
Yep.
original
Yes,
PlayStation.
64 had the 4.
But now we're moving into the era. Like 4 has been the thing for a long time, and then now Smash Brothers announces 8 players.
Craziness.
Sunset Overdrive 8 players. I mean, we've had the ability online to do multiplayer, so I'm not saying it's new, but I think it's going to become the norm now.
So you think 8 per console is going to be the norm?
I think we might be heading that direction.
I'd hope so.
I hope not.
That's a lot of
That's
damn
a
people.
lot of people, yeah. And
That's a big couch.
and if developers start trying to develop towards that, it's kind of shoehorning him into,
Can we talk about Fluster Cluck?
Do you want to talk about it?
Just for a second.
Okay.
Just because, all right.
We are
so-
currently reviewing a
yeah.
game called Fluster Cluck
Clusterfuck.
on the PS4. It's a download. It's out available now, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's available
Don't
now. So
go buy
go
it.
pick that up.
No.
You'll love it.
Download the demo.
I played it actually more than you have currently now, and I still hate it.
I'm
like I
glad I
like it.
passed on that one.
Yeah, we decided, I was thinking, we made some friends at the Gamers Funk Lab. And they're like, hey, if you got PS4 reviews, bring them here. Because I expressed that we don't have one of our own, So I was like, oh, well, let's try it
Nice
on
eye
a
contact.
smaller game. So we got Flusterfuck. And,
Wow.
And this game is so terrible.
It feels like a indie game that they didn't really want to spend too much money on, so they were like, let's cut back on controls and
You know what it looked like to me from the videos and stuff I watched on it? It reminded me of like a Nintendo 64 game.
It should have been.
Like that's what it
no.
looked like.
No,
Like,
not
It
your
could have been
point,
done.
Jada.
It would have been
But-
so much better.
But no, it wouldn't have been better.
Why?
Because the problem is, it doesn't feel like a complete game. It just feels like it's... If you think
That's
about the
true.
controls...
That's true.
One of the controls... so it's a 2-stick shooter. Left controller moves your ship.
Right stick shoots.
Right stick is supposed to shoot, but right stick shoots and moves the camera. So you're like spinning and shooting in the wrong direction.
That's a lot of responsibility for one
Why?
stick.
for one stick. So
Why
your
would
enemy
you
could be
do
dead on
that?
ahead of you, but you want to kind of like look and go to the right or something, and you're shooting.
So
in the
there's
wrong
no
direction.
strafing.
There is strafing, but it's just.
But don't expect to like have very good control of where
No.
you're aiming.
But you can shoot everybody.
You can shoot everybody though. That's the thing. So there's a co-op version or a co-op mode, but there's friendly fire. And there's no way to turn it off. So you're just blasting your partner if you know.
And we could farm. You could farm
Yeah, you
that
can
way.
just
If
simply
you go
farm.
to the because basically, and this was what was really stupid is when you start, it's like gives you the little story / tutorial, and it's so over the top and so like just in your face with the chickens, and they make it. It just wasn't funny.
It wasn't. They tried definitely too hard. I'm surprised they didn't get sued by whatchamacallit, Borderlands
KFC?
maker.
Oh, for what?
There's a grenade in Borderlands called Fluster Cluck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah,
They didn't trademark the name?
They shouldn't even waste their time.
To get this off the market? Yes, they should waste their time.
But
To save everybody else's money.
that's the danger, and that's where I'm going in the written review aspect of it. Is the danger of making couch co-op a pinnacle of your game, because you better have your shit together if you're going to make couch co-op. Because me alone, I would have been like, "Oh, this game sucks," and turned it off. But because Aaron was there and we had people watching, we all just riffed on how terrible this shitty game
was
was.
bad. It
So
was very
besides
bad.
it turned into like 4 people just dogging this game, and everybody who came through was just looking at it saying like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, it's almost embarrassing
It
to
was.
play it in public.
It was.
That's what that is.
Why
it
are they
was.
doing
Like,
that?
no, I didn't buy this
Like,
game.
guys, don't you know Destiny's out?
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
Destiny, guys.
And the issue was too, like, okay, maybe I was thinking towards the end, maybe they marketed it towards children, but then they called the game Fluster Cluck.
and they're just bound for slip-ups,
yeah,
there,
it's like
so.
well, you wouldn't market that towards kids, so I don't know who their market is or what the
Hey,
hell's going on.
You never know. Toys R Us is selling Breaking Bad toys with meth now.
Oh, serious?
With actual meth?
It's got the little meth bags in the
Wow.
character.
I
action
thought that
figures.
got taken away.
Did they get
I
pulled
think so.
finally? Because I
Yeah.
know they were getting like just.
I would have bought
all types of
that
hell.
day one, because I
Thanks
would have
for it.
known it was going to be taken away. So
Well, other retailers are still carrying
Oh,
it.
okay, okay.
Other
It's just
retailers,
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us got them. 'cause
Toys
they're-
R Us, the
they're
only
a kids store.
yeah, the
they
only toy
are.
store with morals that will take that shit to Walmart.
Walmart will sell you anything.
Oh,
It'll
yeah,
actually
they don't
be
care.
meth.
No, that
Yeah.
one comes with
Yeah.
that comes with meth.
Yeah, that's aisle 23.
Yeah. Like, were you looking for the meth lab kit? Because we have that as well. If you
Or
just
wait,
wanted something
on
like
layaway.
that.
Are you looking for to make your own,
Yeah.
or is it pre-made?
It's
What are
all
we
gonna be
looking
there.
for?
Just add water.
So Walmart, I literally went to Walmart the other day with a friend of mine, and she just felt so like guilty just being in there, and I was like, "Well, you should be. I don't even want to be in here with you." But
Yeah, I always feel like the need to bathe in hand sanitizer when I leave a Walmart.
that's not even enough. You have to burn yourself and get that
Yeah.
first layer of skin just right off you. Rounding out October, we got WWE 2K, some of the big ones here.
Oh, that one is going to be huge. You can't hit women
Only
anymore.
for
Which-
the old school consoles.
I'm sorry.
But yeah.
I'm sorry. I maybe I'm just old fashioned, but back in my day of No Mercy, if a woman slid into that ring,
She's fair game.
For the Royal
Fair
Rumble?
games. Yes, for the
she
Royal
goes-
Rumble.
She goes
Yeah.
right over the top.
tossing
Yep.
her right up off,
Yeah.
and it was almost even better. If like, because in No Mercy on the 64,
You see Linda McMahon running
yes,
down the thing.
yes,
like,
and
oh,
she had like the
easy out.
Disney suit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, here we go. I got a good one. Toss her over.
No, first stunner.
Yeah.
And then
Pick her
out.
up, one more stunner,
Yeah.
just to laugh, and then you throw her over.
You know what's cracking me up though is the viewers can't see this, but Aaron has like the most nostalgic look on his face.
Yes.
About them. Back
Yes.
in my day, we used to be able to.
It's good. Like No Mercy is the last wrestling game that I can remember that I was like, I really, really love this game. Because there's like one small thing that I know wrestling games don't do now. You can interrupt moves. So like if you were going to suplex somebody and somebody speared the mass of flesh that was about to get suplexed,
yeah.
everything just fell apart.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, that's realistic. Somebody hits me and I'm in the middle of a move. I'm not about to just, they're not about to just slide off me and then fall and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I complete my move.
That's how it happens to me.
That's how it happens for like your 2K, WWE and SmackDown versus Raw did that all the time. There was no interrupt. So I was like, this makes no sense to me. And then smacking women, I understand it's bad in real life, but I want to escape a little.
Well, we know,
But not in the ring.
Yeah,
we know a female professional wrestler.
we do.
Yes.
And I was talking to her just like last week about that actual issue, and she was like, "Well, that's just the WWE. Like, they're got to be PC about it." But she's totally for like the mixed tag matches and the men fighting the women and stuff because that's entertaining. Like, it's and she's totally down. She was like, thought it was stupid that WWE's taking this stance.
Well, I mean, maybe they're probably trying to rebrand themselves or reclean themselves up. Because when I was younger and watching it, and they had like Degeneration X flashing people with their, suck it all the damn
my
time.
That was
and-
the thing, man. I was in middle school telling everybody to suck it.
Yeah, like they were really vulgar.
Yeah.
Very vulgar back then.
Doing the cross
Exactly.
shot thing.
Yes.
I had a chick do that to me in elementary school.
Boom.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Did it offend you?
I didn't even know what she was doing.
Exactly.
I was 8.
So boom.
I was like,
But so
What's the hand?
maybe they want to, appeal to the parents a little bit. Okay, we're still that, classic Hulkamania type of, good, wholesome fun type of thing. But
Yeah.
I don't care about all that. I want the sleazy stuff back. And then the last couple of games, there's Icewind Dale Extended Edition for the PC, Ted Robach and Co. for the Wii U. Have no idea what that is. Blaze Rush. Anybody know what that one is?
No.
So the big ones basically are Sunset Overdrive, of course. Maybe your 2K15 for wrestling, if you still got a lot. I mean, there's a lot of wrestling fans out there, so yeah.
Wrestling only this week though is only for 360 and PS3.
Yes.
Next gens is not till next month. They
Which
got delayed.
is weird.
I don't know. Polishing. I think it's because they're using the face scan technology, so it probably takes a little bit more time for the next gen systems to get that in there. But
When are we gonna get the stuff from the what's the detective LA Noire? When are we gonna get more of that voice acting looking face?
when Rockstar is ready to make their
Good
next
Lord.
game.
That was always so
Yeah.
confusing to me though, because I couldn't especially when you make the linchpin of your game, whether you can tell when someone's lying or not.
I couldn't even tell.
Yeah,
Half the
I
time,
could never
yeah.
tell because I didn't know. I was like, is he a bad actor?
Yes.
Or is that is he being counterintuitive?
The guy from Heroes.
I got every one of his wrong.
Oh,
I didn't-
the cop, right?
Yeah, I could not understand. Like, he would look nervous, and then I'd be like, oh, yeah, you're lying. No, you were telling the truth. Okay, all right.
Yeah, exactly, 'cause I'm-
You didn't
Tons
kill her.
of save points.
Yeah,
in
I had-
my LA Noir, tons of save points.
I never got to beat the game either.
I didn't either.
No, I got to right when it started getting when you get your big promotion to like the
Homicide.
Yeah, to Homicide, and the game started getting really actiony, and then I had to return it because I borrowed it from work.
Well, we got much more games coming up next month for
next month after the break.
Yeah, right? Next month after the break. And then we're going to be looking into 2015 for some games that you may not even know have come out or will be coming out. Stick around for more Weekend Bang and yeah.
Skibbity bop.
Hi, this is Amber Goldfarb, the voice of Aveline de Grandpré, and you're listening to Video Game Bang.
Hello, this is Cass Anvar Altair Ibn La'ahad from Assassin's Creed Revelation, and you are listening to the Video Game Bang.
This is Strife, the main guy behind Freedom Planet.
This is Commander Torque.
Hi, this is Lilac the Dragon Girl.
This is Spade. This is Mayor Zhao.
This is Syntax.
Greetings, this is Lord Brevin, and you're listening to Video Game Bang.
+5 awesome.
Hey man, I'm Kevin Smith.
Jason Mewes.
And you're listening to the Video Game Bang, which sounds a lot dirtier than it is.
This is Janice Davis, author of Holder's Dominion, and you're listening to Video Game Bang with superstar, incredibly charming hosts.
Hello, Super Aaron. Hello, Princess Cory. It's me, Mario. Woohoo! Mamma mia. You guys, number one. Woohoo!
All right, Jada, how much do I have to pay you to snipe this PlayStation 4 from your friend?
Thinking somewhere between $300 and $400.
Wow. $400? How much is it brand new?
$400.
It's
So I said
$400?
between $300 and $400.
$250.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
I don't know. It'd be for the show. I mean,
Getting a portrait with Pokemon.
How did that deal come about?
How good of an artist is he? She? Okay.
She's amazing.
Okay.
She's very good.
And Cory, how good of an artist?
On a scale of 1 to 15?
1 to stick figures.
Probably 1 to stick figures?
Yeah.
Stick figures, for sure. Negative stick figures?
I'm probably like a negative stick figure,
like
yeah.
They're missing a leg or an arm,
I'm
usually.
like a stick figure where, instead of like actually doing the arms, you just do a T.
Wow.
the arms
That's not just bad, it's lazy. Because you can at least like slant the arms and make it look in a natural position or something.
Nah.
No, they have to be crossed out like they're flying. Okay. Welcome back to the Weekend Bang, everybody. And we're talking about upcoming games. Well, not currently. We're talking about upcoming games. Cory is trying to swindle some system.
Swindle? I'm trying to win this for the team.
You're lowering the profit, though. Like
Of what?
Of the picture, first of all. Like
the picture is very high.
I haven't seen the... Okay, so Jada, why don't you do this?
I will look up some art.
Once she draws it, draws out the whole portrait, give Cory a chance to draw something.
Give Cory, if he beats it, give him the PlayStation.
And then use your honest judgment, and critique both.
That's awful.
Do I get to grade them?
You do get to grade them.
How about just knowing you for so long and still putting up with you?
Wow.
I think that's pretty awesome.
Wow.
That was going so well at first.
And then just crashed.
I think this friendship has been pretty beneficial on both sides.
That makes it sound like
I'm
pretty
nasty. So November, everybody, for video games that are coming
Let's
out.
talk about November.
Yeah, let's check out. Let's move to November.
David, are you ready for November?
Yeah,
I'm ready for November as well.
November.
Never called me back.
One of the big ones that's coming out right off the bat is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Oh, so big.
Now, you see, I was just talking about this one today, and Jerry, he was like, well, Call of Duty's coming out. And I was like, are you really going to buy that game? Like, hasn't it left a bad taste in your mouth so far?
Well, what we saw at E3 you weren't there.
Wow.
No, it was, from what I saw, it really looks like the campaign's going to be fun. Like, I putting so much hope into the campaign, but then we hear there's recent news saying that the campaign is so short.
It's like 5 hours long,
5
right?
5 hours, that's what I heard too. Yeah.
Such a
Why were you
letdown.
expecting longer than 5 hours?
Kevin Spacey.
You thought, his monologue is probably going to be long. It's about 3 of it right there. So the gameplay is actually probably 2 hours long.
Yeah. Well, from the first teaser that they launched on the bridge, and then from what we got to see in the extended cut at E3, with the full sound system going and everything, it just looked like they added so much more. Like, brought it back to where you cared about the characters again. And then to hear that the story is going to be so short, it's like,
So one thing I will say, though, the little bit I got to touch and play at my manager's conference, the GameStop Expo, it's a lot faster. The exo abilities make the game so much faster. We had a Microsoft training event I sent 2 of my employees to go and play, my big Call of Duty people. And they went and played, and they agreed that it's a lot faster. Like, without the exo abilities, it's slow, it's boring, but the exo abilities, being able to dash to the side really quick and dodge all the incoming bullets and then take out the person who's shooting at you.
I'm out.
So
why?
I literally just had this discussion last night. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is when I kind of really started on the downslope of...
Oh, that's right where I went.
And
right
so...
That's not true.
What? No, that is very much true, because
wait, did that come out?
There was 4.
Okay.
There was Modern Warfare 1, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was World at War.
Yep.
Okay, that was the peak.
Then there was...
okay, World at War was the peak.
Then
that
there
was
Modern
the
Warfare
best
2.
one.
I agree.
And what I was saying was it sped up during Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It sped up almost tremendously with the game modes and everything like that. And I didn't like the fast, real quick scoping. They had these, like, what was the shotguns, the 1884s or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can just run through and just blast people so fast.
Oh,
with
the
that.
auto shotgun. Yeah, that was
like
terrible.
Everything was just so fast. Coming off of a very slow pace, well, not very slow pace, but a slower paced World at War, where you kind of took your time. There was nothing but basically bolt action sniper rifles were the best ones, as opposed to just quick scoping every single thing in the world. And then my favorite mode, Capture the Flag, 10-minute match in World at War. 5-minute match, because they were trying to make it a quick thing. You have running perks.
I feel the same way when it comes to comparison of Destiny and Halo.
Okay.
Destiny is like in a spot in between Halo and Call of Duty. Like, I don't like the fact that in Call of Duty you can just be running and then just get shot by happenstance. Like, even though it's more realistic or whatever,
it feels like they spawned a bullet 3 feet away from my face and I just dropped.
Yeah,
like I don't know where it came from. Like, just I was there and then they were like, "Oh, code to spawn."
The
Boom,
kill
you're
cam
down.
is not there like as a bonus feature. It's there because if it wasn't there, people would fucking quit and rage so hard, because you get killed in Call of Duty and you're like, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah.
In Halo, it was like, who killed you.
Yeah, you always know. Even if you get sniped, it left the bullet trail, so you're like, oh, I got sniped.
Yeah, you know what happened. But in Halo, like, you can be running, get shot in the back, turn around, and then it's like, oh, it's on. And you guys have a duel. Like, it is a bouncing, jumping up and down, using the terrain, throwing grenades, duck and dive, and before you kill somebody.
Yeah.
You have to kill with skill in that game.
So that's why I was like, anything besides Black Ops, all the other iterations, because Black Ops felt like it slowed it down a little bit, took its time, and
Black Ops was good.
Played the game, like I felt like it should have been played. But the mass majority seems to like that fast paced run and gun, and I'm nothing against them. It's just not my style now.
Yeah.
So every time I see that a new one's coming out and stuff like that, I'm like, I don't really care, because it's not going to go back to the one that I loved, which was World at War, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 1. So I don't know. And then we all don't play that game anymore like we used to.
No.
Like, it's
definitely fallen off of our radars.
So I think this one are the ones that will be now, and then more forward are for the younger audience that are like new experience. This is their Modern Warfare 4. This is what they know, and they're going to go forward thinking that the series is amazing, and not too much knowing the history behind, and that's cool. That's how it's going to work. I mean, the future is just going to, keep continuing to evolve and everything like that. But I don't know. I'm not picking this one up. So.
As long as it's not as bad as Ghost, I'll consider it a win in Activision's book. Because Ghost was terrible.
Now, here's the thing, Aaron. There's rumor mill going around. I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but that Treyarch's next Call of Duty is going to be World at War 2.
If it takes it back to World War II, then I'm fine. I'll give it a try.
You will get back in there
yeah,
at least? Because
there's no way you can speed up. There's not going to be, unless they try to be like, oh, the Germans put some type of speaker technology in
Nazi
everybody.
aliens came through.
No,
Yeah.
don't do that at all.
Yeah.
Don't do that at all. And then think about World at War. Introduced the Nazi zombies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come
Oh
on.
yeah. No, that's what set Call of Duty on such a big, hype train.
Their,
Zombies.
Their DLC, every single DLC for World at War was on point.
And it got better.
Got
each
better
time.
and yeah.
And then, but then by the next one, they went They went full retard, and that's what screwed it up.
Well, it was a different company, though. I mean, different development team. So
even the next Treyarch one, though, even
the next one after Modern Warfare
was Black Ops. I thought.
Yeah, Black Ops 1 was fine.
Black Ops 1 was fine.
Yeah,
for the
but I mean,
zombies.
it wasn't.
Black Ops
it wasn't
2.
World at War
because it was. You know why?
They tried to go too story. They threw too much into it.
They tried to go very deep story with Ice Cube and all the rest of it and stuff, but. They took it in small steps forward. So it was Vietnam. That's what they basically did. It was World War II, and then Black Ops, I think, was around that Vietnam time. So the weapons weren't, see-through wall scopes type of thing. So it still had that feel of, kind of old gritty. You're going to just probably die from gangrene if you get shot by a bullet type of thing instead of the bullet
refill
itself.
your musket.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that. To me, it felt more strategic instead of just blindly firing anywhere and then hitting somebody.
Yeah.
So if we go back to that one, if there's a World at War II and what is it called? Gibbing or whatever, where chunks.
The Gib factor.
Man.
What is that?
Where
Gib factor,
chunks of flesh would blow off you?
If you hit like a bouncing Betty, if you hit a bouncing Betty, your leg was gone.
Like, yeah. I loved seeing that.
You gotta play the rest of the game with one leg.
You respawn and you're just in a chair.
I made the
wheelchair.
Professor X.
You spawn at a bar back in America. You're like,
you don't know, man. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Just complain the whole time.
I had a parent come in and was asking me about World at War, if World at War was okay for their child, and I just went straight into it. It's like, yeah, it's okay. It's it's got blood, it's got gore. It's got the Gib factor, and then I'm not paying attention. The lady that only had one arm.
Wow!
And I was so embarrassed. I just kept going. I just kept talking. I was like, I didn't even address it. I just kept going. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
Now you can shoot off arms.
I had a very similar situation when I worked at GameStop with San Andreas and a black customer.
Wow, that's terrible. You can steal licks in this game for Pokemon.
So that was like every customer you had.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. We've all had that. Yeah,
Yep.
I had the problem with the deaf kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where are you deaf, kid? And he was like, "Do you know where the game is?" I was like, "Oh, you sons of mothers." He didn't want to answer me. That was his problem. What else is coming out in November? We got MotoGP, if you're into the biking games. The Wolf Among Us for Gondo.
They're just releasing the full thing in one.
Yeah, Xbox 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them.
That's cool.
Assassin's Creed Rogue. Is that the one where you're playing the anti?
That's where you're hunting assassins.
And then on the same date, you got Assassin's Creed Unity.
Now, doesn't Unity include Rogue?
No.
Well, see, Assassin's Creed Rogue is on 360 and PS3.
Yes.
Unity is on the Xbox One and
Correct.
PS4.
They're completely two separate games done by two separate teams.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So separate stories. Rogue, I think, is going to be closer to like Black Flag, where you have the pirate ship still, or you can go and do all that stuff. Whereas Unity is set French Revolution, to where it's all on land and stuff, and 4-player co-op.
So Jerry called me on Skype. Sorry, little side thing, and he's been listening to the conversation again. And he actually had something to chime in about the COD. He said, I actually find Warfare, which he's talking about Modern Warfare, pretty interesting because it's adding new stuff. COD fans are always complaining about the game being the same every year to them, but them adding jetpacks and futuristic guns, I think it'll be pretty fresh. Bruh.
Did he put bruh?
Yeah, he did.
Of course he did.
BREH.
That's awful.
So, so he's looking forward to the new one, apparently. Jerry, we are not.
Nope.
So,
you lose.
You'll lose.
I will probably play a match or two, Jerry.
But
just one or two, though.
Are you going to have the game?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Oh, then I got it too.
Maybe.
Wow.
I don't know if it's physical or digital yet, so you don't know yet.
But Assassin's Creed Unity 4 players co-op.
That we will be getting.
Which is going to be amazing, I think.
Yes.
I hope, and very, very hope, that they don't confine you to one screen. That you guys can go across the city all
day.
No,
there's no way.
That would
there's
be
no
suicide.
Way.
You never
there's
know.
No
this
way.
is not Peter Molyneux's.
No, it's separate. It is.
You guys say no way.
I can say it is split because there's videos and stuff I've seen. I've watched live gameplay of them, and two of them are in one room, and the third guy comes in from another room, from a whole other area.
This is not,
so there's no way.
Lionhead Studios.
Yeah, this is no Fable. Oh my goodness!
Wow. Oh, and there's going to be the Call of Duty bundle that's coming out too. I forgot about that.
Oh, the system bundle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one Jerry's actually getting.
Oh, okay.
He calls it Bundaroo.
Bandori.
Yeah. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Might as well just glaze past that one.
I will have
Lego.
that one. Let us stop. And pay tribute to the remastering of the greatest game in video game history.
Can you tell me this? 10 years from now, 20 years from now.
Yep.
On the Xbox 7.
Yep.
And they come out with the Halo Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
You're still going to buy that.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
That's sad.
And he's going to look at Time Hop and be like, hey, I bought the Master Chief.
I bought the same
Hopefully
games.
Time Hop tells you not to buy that again.
No, you know what?
You
though?
did it already, dude. Stop.
I'm going to buy it too, though. I'm with Cory on this one. I'm going to get the Master Chief.
I don't understand what the... Okay, you've already had it remastered multiple times.
Not number two.
Not number two.
This is number two's first time.
Number 2. Okay, so... but this is what? 1, 2, and 3, correct?
And 4.
And 4.
And 4.
Let's not forget 4.
Okay. Well, I could care less about it. I mean, all I like was 4 and...
2?
ODST. Why haven't they done ODST remastered?
Because nobody cares about...
ODST was
That
like
just kinda got glazed over, I
ODST was
think.
like one of my favorite ones. That's where it introduced Firefight, and that's when
Yeah.
Firefight was good.
And then it also introduced a good story.
Firefight
Yes.
was always good, first of all.
No.
Second of all,
Firefight changed after ODST.
the
They made
multiplayer
it
in
easier.
ODST was pretty freaking cool. But the only thing that was really awesome about ODST is because people felt like they were playing Halo 1. Because they
not
removed
me.
a lot of like the OP Master Chief stuff. Like you couldn't flip things over anymore.
You could flip stuff over and
you had to like
1.
use more stuff. I don't know. Could you?
In which one?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You could.
In Halo 1, yeah.
Yeah, but they brought back like the pistol, I think, from Halo 1 in that one. or-
It wasn't
think
as strong,
so.
but yes, they
but
did.
it was the same.
Jerry said he's only getting that for Halo 2.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. They've already released screens of it and the
I've
full
seen it live.
high definition
It's
of it.
amazing.
It's so beautiful. And Halo 2 was the best one. Like it was the best. A lot of people, or like the purists, will say Halo 1 for the pistol and stuff, but for me, Halo 2 with the multiplayer, it
I
was
didn't like Halo
such
2
a
as
great
much.
game.
I just liked
definitely Halo 1.
I just liked Hang 'em High.
Oh, the map?
Hang 'em High.
Yeah, my favorite was Lockout. I could get down on some Lockout. I knew all the secrets to get to any point of the map within like 2.2 seconds.
Didn't they redo Lockout in 3 though?
But it was suck. It's called Blackout.
Yeah.
Wow, because it's called Blackout, it sucks.
That's
but if
probably
it's
the
called
reason.
Lockout,
It's
it's
the
all
name.
right.
It's too dark.
So then I guess we all are in a huge agreement that it's a hard pass on the Halo Master Chief.
No!
And we'll move right along to Lego Batman the Third, everybody. Beyond Gotham.
It's gonna have Kevin Smith and
Conan's supposed to be in
gonna
it.
Be a character.
Yeah, they're supposed to have a lot of DC characters that you don't even see, like the Daffy Duck version of the Green Lantern supposed to be in this one.
Duck Dodgers.
Duck
Dodgers is there.
They had this Detective Squirrel type of guy that's just like, it's some obscure characters that you would never really see in the forefront.
Most kids who get it are gonna be like,
not at all.
They're not gonna know.
Not gonna know who these people are at all, but they're gonna throw them in there. They're trying to do like how
Detective
Marvel.
Squirrel. Is it Secret Squirrel?
No, not Secret Squirrel.
Remember him?
Yeah,
I
it's
do
Cartoon
remember
Network,
Secret
but
Squirrel.
yes.
But no, it's not that. Minecraft for the Vita will finally release. It'll have a retail release, I should say. Sonic Boom, if you're into your Sonic games. No, you're not into Sonic?
Not for the 3DS. The Wii U one was decent.
For you World of Warcraftians, the Warlords of Draenor will be out November 13th.
I'm getting that. I'm not going to play it, but I'm getting it.
Oh, you get that one?
Yeah, it's already on my Battle.net account.
Maybe we'll give it away to a listener or something.
It's on my Battle
Far
account.
Cry.
Maybe we'll give that away to a listener.
Give away my old Battle account.
Far Cry 4 will be out November 18th, everybody.
Oh, wait, we can't just glaze over this
No,
one.
Far Cry 4. Well, we should glaze over that stupid
Childish
mixture of
Gambino?
Childish Gambino and Craw.
That made me want to get it.
Why? That song is not suited for that.
A, I like Childish Gambino.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
B, I like Childish Gambino.
Okay, so that's
and
it.
C,
it's Far Cry.
It was a commercial for Far Cry, so
that song just did not go well at all.
Which song did
but
they use?
They used a song called Crawl from his album
because
of
the internet.
Yeah,
and I think there's better songs suited, but I don't know.
Songs all around better suited for that. It just didn't fit. Crawl to me seems like a gladiator arena, you hype yourself up before the fight type of thing. This was like action scenes that they try to put
I thought
in
it was
there.
pretty stupid in the line where he says that I'm only looking back if I'm looking at her booty.
And
then
they
showed the elephant's butt walking. I was like, don't do that.
Because it was forced. That's why.
Yeah, that's exactly.
They were like, hey, we got Childish Gambino. What song are we going to use?
Because they chopped the hell out of that song.
Yeah,
to find
they
like
did.
the only parts that could somewhat be fitting to Far Cry.
It was very forced. It was
and then the
shoehorned
booty
into
thing
it.
was just like, oh,
Yeah,
that was a fail.
nah.
So here's the big question though about the game: are you gonna have malaria and being stuck in Africa in this one too?
I hope not. I hope not.
No,
'cause
it's
that-
going to be closer to 3. So.
I hated that. That was so bad in the other one.
And
I didn't
2.
even finish that one too either.
I think I spent most of my time just lighting all the fields in Africa on fire.
Well, that was a big that was actually a very
was-
big mechanic in that game. The fire
I
spreading.
remember. Wait, which one? Far Cry 3, right?
Far Cry 2.
Far Cry 2.
Oh,
yeah.
3, it was in effect in 3. It was in 3 as well, but 2 is when they started having where if you torched a piece of grass, a patch of grass, the flame would trail and continue going until it was
I was
out.
I was excited for that because that was really supposed to be their like real dynamic, like this.
I
fires
remember
living,
Aaron
breathing.
was
I was
so
talking about
excited
it a
for
week
Far
after
Cry
a
2.
week. Yeah,
I remember I gave you Far
Yep.
Cry 2. And
Right when
took
you
it
came
home
back from conference, I
Yep,
think it was.
yep.
Yeah,
He took it home and it red
Red
ringed
ringed my
his
system.
system.
Red ring my damn
Gave me
system.
Ebola.
And it was because the trailers, they hyped me up. They were like, you can set a fire, flush out the enemies this way, and then just
Pick
spray them
them off.
out. Yeah, like that's unheard of in video games. Usually, you put the enemy in a spot. They have their places that they roam, and
Yep.
you'll probably learn that and then shoot them off. But to actually force them out of their normal, routine, like come
And
on.
see, I never really saw them running out of the fire. Usually they just got caught in the fire
Yeah,
and burned
and
to death
died.
either
Yeah.
and died in there anyways.
So all that crap was
but-
just kind of BS.
Yeah, I do remember using that mechanic a little bit in Far Cry 3, but it didn't seem like
It wasn't
It
a
wasn't
major.
starting no wildfires like
Yeah,
we
no,
get here
Far
in
Cry 2 was
California.
a wildfire. It was
Fucking California.
topical.
Yeah,
Wow.
we would
That's
get it would flame up and move quite a distance and then just kind of just fade out on its own.
Yeah.
And another game that no one ever expects, Dragon Age: The Inquisition.
Oh, that one's coming out. Oh my gosh, are we getting that one too?
We are getting that one.
November
Yes.
18th.
It's gonna be like
everybody.
See,
can't wait till that one
you
comes
see how
out.
this relationship is beneficial
Yeah,
on your
that-
side
that's
from
pretty-
me?
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Hey,
So David, we're going on more to games because we're not going to talk about their beneficence. Grand Theft Auto V, everybody.
Oh God!
Coming out
Please
for
don't do
Xbox
that.
One
Don't
and the
do that to our race,
PS4.
Aaron. Do not do that to our race.
They have to know that.
No, they
know
do
it
not
like that.
need to know that. Do not put that in the minds of little ones.
If you do not have the Grand Theft Auto series already, I would suggest go get it. If you just were like, I didn't want to get the Xbox 360 and the PS3, like at all, you wanted to skip this whole generation, and you skipped all the games for some stupid reason, and you were like, I'm going to get the Xbox One or the PS4. Go get this game because it actually is a good one.
No, and the enhancements they made to it for the PS4 and Xbox One, the first person camera mode is pretty awesome.
it's first person camera
They
mode?
added a first person. You
That's
can play
pretty
in
dope.
first or third. There's the graphics are so much like just the textures and everything. It's so much more alive. And I think the selfie mode's even better too.
The
or
review we did for Sleeping Dogs, that one kind of reinvigorated my faith in remakes, even so soon. I mean, I think it's a crappy like capitalistic type of thing to do to re-release the same damn game that everyone just bought a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Square Enix needs money.
But it was done so well with Sleeping Dogs. Like it's just a good game, and you could put a really good game on any system in any generation, and people will probably buy it. So I'll probably buy the GTA 5.
We got Pokemon's Alpha Sapphire and Omega Rubis coming out on the 21st. David seems to be excited. What are you excited about for this one for?
That was sarcasm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was like,
excited.
I
for
thought he
this
was
one.
too. I was like, David seems like the person who's going to set up that secret base underground and have.
You're not
just
gonna do
out
all
there-
that?
Well, wait a minute. You can do that in Pokemon now?
Oh yeah.
In Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay,
yeah.
now I'm excited for it. Now
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
get
set up your base and you can you can put trainers in there. It's like a kind of like your own gym and stuff
it.
like
The
that.
last Pokemon I played was Yellow.
That's a good
Gotcha.
one.
So, right?
Good
Jerry just said I got to pre-order that Pokemon's.
I was gonna get.
His words, not mine.
I was gonna get the Ruby and Sapphire, but the Nintendo went and did the next game on our list.
I saw
Announced it.
they did the Mega Evolution for Steelix now.
Yeah, Steelix
Yeah.
and one other I can't remember they just announced. But I mean, the fact that they decided to launch another game on the 21st, that's gonna trump Pokemon. Sorry.
Apparently, hold on. You get a with that
Can we get to
pre-order.
this one? I'm excited.
Hold
now.
on, you
And
get.
I'm lost on the notes.
If you pre-order, you get a Mega Evolution of Gengar.
No, that's
that's a
false.
completely different thing.
So
what,
that's going
Jerry's
on.
saying.
That's going on right now. You just go to GameStop. They give you a card. It's only good till tomorrow. So Jerry, if you haven't gotten your card,
So
you need to
Jerry,
go
yeah.
tomorrow and get your card.
Jerry, you need to go and get that
And
tomorrow.
pray that your store's not out. The store you're going to is not out because I know mine ran out like a week ago. So good luck.
All right, another huge one for the month of November.
Here we go. This is the main event, ladies and gentlemen.
Geometry Wars 3.
Yeah! Wait. That can't be right.
Super Smash Brothers
David
Wii U.
Ing is somewhere in the world going, yeah!
All right, mathematics.
Angles.
Smash Brothers. I actually fell asleep today to a 30-minute video of the
all the new
Wait,
stuff.
who's we?
all the new stuff.
Who's we?
And I said I fell asleep
Oh, okay.
too.
I thought you said we fell asleep earlier.
No.
Okay.
Don't worry about my personal life. Super Smash Brothers Wii U, and apparently they are maxing this whole thing out with a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes.
A whole bunch of music, first of all. A whole bunch of characters. They said right off the bat there's like, 40? Is that what they said?
45, 46.
Wait.
like that.
Before unlockables?
Before unlockables.
What?
That is redonkulous.
they said a bunch of characters like that normally you would unlock. Ness and Ganondorf are unlocked from the start, and then there's other characters you'll still have to unlock, like Duck Hunt Dog and Bowser Jr. You'll still have to unlock them, but
8 players co-op. Going back to what? Not
Wait,
co-op.
on
Not
co-op.
co-op. 8 players versus.
Technically, you can do 7 people against one PC.
so yeah, 8-person brawls going out there now
on certain stages.
Because they want it for the big stages.
Yes.
So you're not gonna have little small stages where 8 people are just falling off the side automatically.
Which sucks. I would love that, but I'm afraid of what the frame rate's going to look like with that when you get those 8 players
but it's not online.
It's not online, so
No.
it's local, so it's a good chance it won't mess with it.
Yeah,
but
so it should be good.
I don't know.
What other big things was in there? They have a board game mode.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Mario
kind
Party.
of like a Mario Party mode.
To replace the Smash run, since that's not in there.
It's a lot of stuff.
There's
If I didn't
so much
fall
stuff.
asleep, I probably would have known all
a board
of it.
game mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like you move around and collect trophies and stuff like that.
It seems like all your classic ones are back.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding co-op to a lot of them. So the basic mode, they're adding co-op to. The
home run, derby.
They're adding co-op to a lot of all your basic modes.
Mm-hmm.
I like the legend one or whatever where you have to go through time.
All-Star.
All-Star mode. I love that.
Yeah, All-Star mode is a blast.
What is that?
That's basically where you have to go through and fight every single other character.
I played it on the DS version.
By era.
So
by
era.
era.
And it's by era this time. They don't always do it by era, but this time it's by era. And this one's going from newest to oldest in the Wii U.
And one of the big things, and Jerry just pointed out right now, Mewtwo apparently.
Yes, Mewtwo.
Why is that such big news?
If you
Mewtwo is trending.
Like huge trending.
Mewtwo has been like a fan favorite since Melee.
Which I don't understand.
He was awesome. He was awesome. His throw was OP. That throw where you'd pick him up, spin him, and toss him?
Yeah. Not really, sir.
Yes, it was.
Mewtwo's throws were good. They're still nowhere near on par with Ness, but
I don't know. He wasn't huge to me. I just saw him as another Samus.
Yeah, because he had that charge. Yeah.
He seemed like he was a little smoother with his moving and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But and they have reaction videos, literally reaction videos online.
It's crazy.
To the news and announcement that he's coming out.
Mewtwo, you got to imagine Mewtwo was such a huge, influential Pokemon in so many people's lives that were Pokemon fans or whatnot. Just because he was that. They had Mewtwo movies, the Pokemon movies centered around Mewtwo. So those
I don't
people,
understand.
I was never a huge Mewtwo fan, even though I took a Pokemon quiz and I was Mewtwo. Go figure.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see the big.
But it's huge apparently. So you have to have both though.
You have
right?
to have bought both the 3DS version and the Wii U version and registered on Nintendo's website to unlock him. But he's also not ready yet, so he won't be available until early next year. Yeah, it's like February or March of next year.
Was that like a last minute decision?
I think it's Nintendo.
Like
I think it's Nintendo's plan for DLC. I think because they're they want the game out before holiday because they know if they don't launch during holiday, they're going to lose. They're not going to get the sales they need. But I think it's also their attempt to start doing DLC. So I imagine we'll see Ice Climbers make a comeback and some other characters.
I heard Ice Climbers are not.
Well, DLC though.
Yeah, no, I just heard that they weren't going to put them in there.
Well, I know they didn't put them in the 3DS because the 3DS was maxed out.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
But I think they'll come back via DLC.
That seems weird, especially with Mario Kart, seeing the reaction they got when they released that Link was going to be playable through DLC and the crazy amount of
Nintendo fans
fanboys freaking out. It's like Nintendo went, holy shit, there's money in this.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
oh no, yeah.
we got characters we can put on stuff? Oh, okay, let's do that.
And EA goes, yes, my children.
So a lot of good stuff coming out, of course, in November and the end of October, wrapping it up. We didn't even get to everything. Little Big Planet is coming out as well on the PS4 and PS3. What the hell was that?
Motorcycle?
Was that a motorcycle sound?
It was an airplane.
Oh my gosh, it was rumbling. Like I said, Geometry Wars. The big one that we glazed over, Penguins of Madagascar.
Oh my goodness, cannot wait. Those guys are hilarious.
So definitely not a boring holiday season coming up for you if you're into that. Jerry said we mentioned the GTA remake. Jerry, thank you.
Jerry, we posted if you wanted to be on the show. You could have.
Let us know in the forums or on the whatevers if we missed anything. For David, Jada, and Cory, I'm Sir Aaron Carter. This was the Weekend Bang and all the wonderful games that are coming out for the rest of this year. Goodbye.
Let me bang, I
do let you bang. Hey.
Let me bang again, man.
I let you bang.
I let you bang.
Let you bang.
Let you bang.
Now go fuck yourselves.
Nikki, what did you?